Welcome back to Entrepreneur Central. I'm your host, Marjorie Waye, and we're coming to you live every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about sharing this information. If any of you have any questions, anything, and that question can be as simple as, you know what, I don't know how to incorporate. I don't know, should I have, hire staff? Should I outsource? Any of your questions, whether you're in business or you're trying to start your business, please go to the website, contact us, and submit your question, because we are more than happy to help and to help walk you through the steps and phases of running your business. My background is in everything business. I've been in business for the business industry for 20 plus years, and I've gotten, I think, every degree I could possibly get as it relates to managing money and helping entrepreneurship to the point where I'm in the process of finishing my doctorate degree in entrepreneurship. So I have a pretty broad spectrum of knowledge, but I also love to bring people that are smarter than me in bringing business information and sharing, because we can't all know everything. But I do believe that I am a cure to cancer, just like you are a cure to cancer for people's financial knowledge, how to grow their business and take it to the next level. So I'm trying to swing it from the hilltops that I can help, and that's what Entrepreneur Central is here to do, is to help you grow and advance your business. Now, we have the CEO of SDW Services, Mr. Shannon Waye, with us. How you doing today, Shannon?
Doing great. How you doing?
Look close to the mic.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing great. I'm so glad that you could be here with us today to talk about your business and talk about some of the things that you do. So we got a question from one of our listeners, and the question was, I started my company a year ago. I have a few clients, but I want to know how to move my business to the next level. Now, one of the things that I watched you with SDW Services is that in doing painting, right, which would seem a simplistic skill, but I can tell you, for somebody who does not paint well, that I get spots on my ceilings and floors and door handles and everything else. I've seen your work, and you're like flawless when you're doing painting. So tell us first about SDW Services, what you do, and where that is, and how people can get in contact with you. But then we'll go into the questions. So SDW Services, based in
Metro Atlanta. I mostly service Marietta, Kennesaw, Atlanta, but I'll travel all over the metro.
And country, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a request, I'll go.
Awesome. So you recently came back from Washington State.
Right.
Right? You were up there beginning of January, and while we were over here freezing with ridiculous cold weather, you were over in rainy country.
Right.
And so how are you able to navigate your business, take it mobile?
Well, I'm not afraid to partner with anyone. I mean, you have to network. It's especially being a small business, coming from zero. I mean, flat-footed, the whole thing. True
grassroots.
Right.
Yeah.
No loans, no nothing. Just straight hustle. Just work ethic and get up. Knock on doors, beat on doors, talk to people, walk up to people, talk to people, and people will see something in you, and it'll slowly progress.
Sort of grow.
Right.
Okay.
And
now, one of the things we talked about last week, funny enough that you say that, is, and I think Derek Hill mentioned it, is that you take it a step at a time. You grow your business a step at a time,
right,
as opposed to doing everything, I gotta go get $1 million loan,
right.
That small loan that Donald Trump, got from his father, that small loan, right? And so, you're saying take it a bit at a time and grow your business organically.
Right, because you have to, first of all, you have to become a student of whatever you're in, you know, so there's a learning curve. I mean, now I have an uncle that actually introduced me to this business, you know, some 13, 14 years ago now. And you know, I just used to wake up and go to work and practice every day. There was no wanting to be a boss. I had to learn how to be a worker before I became a owner.
I love that. Okay, we have to repeat that. Again, we're talking to Shannon Waye, CEO of SDW Services, and you said you have to be a worker before you have to learn how to be a boss.
Yeah, you have to learn how to be a worker. I mean, everybody wants to come into something and be a boss. You know, that's just this new thing. I'm a boss. I want to be a CEO boss. But I mean, are you built for adversity? There comes a lot of adversity with being a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to make sure you're paying people and you're paying people fair. You know, you have to make sure you're paying yourself fair. You know, so there comes a whole gamut to it. It's just not waking up one day and, you know, I'm a boss. I own my own business.
So basically, you know, the entrepreneur journey is not as glamorous as, you know, it's perceived, when you say I want to be a boss, right?
Well, you know, that's just life in itself, because people will see one thing, but they don't see what happens behind closed doors. You know, late nights. You know, even some tears are shed sometimes. You know, it's a scary journey, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. But you have to put in the work, though. You know.
That's great. So it's not as glamorous. So we have to take it step by step, and I love that. So you work interior and exterior painting for residents and commercial businesses?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, let's jump into the question a little bit. I'm going to piggyback on what you just said. In partnering, how did you get your customers? How did you, what did you start out? You said you went out knocking on doors and, you know, did the work, the legwork, and did the grassroots effort, but you had to take it to a next level because you wanted your business to go to a next level, like this person that's asked a question.
Right, because like I was in the same situation, just had a few clients, but then that's you know, it's word of mouth was where mine started, because I didn't do anything like printing up cards or put out flyers or anything, because for one I wasn't prepared really. I was still, you know, learning the business part of it. I know how to paint, you know, that came with time, you know, honing that skill. But I just what I did was I went off into Red Beacon. This is a company that Home Depot bought, and what it does is you actually start a business through them, and they just send you job leads, you know, and it opens up the door for, you know, your phone to ring more.
Right.
So it's a numbers game. Sure. I don't get every job lead.
Okay.
You know. Right. Out of 10, I might get 3. You know. Out of 20, I might get 7. You know. But it's still better than word of mouth, because word of mouth is just a small network of people that know each other, and all of them don't need something done at one time. So if you want to grow, you have to, you know, expand. You know. Try different avenues. So
get outside, basically what you're saying, get outside your own network.
Right.
And so what you did was you leveraged the activity that you did. Okay, you worked outside of the lane of yourself. You worked outside yourself, but then what you did was you said, okay, I'm going to make sure. And I want to make sure everybody can hear this, so I'm taking the music down just because I want to be very clear. You had a network of clients that you worked with. Yeah. And then what you said was, okay, I want to grow that beyond just this circle of friends, I'll say. Right? And then you partnered with Red Beacon, you said?
Right, Red Beacon.
Redbeacon.com?
Redbeacon.com.
Okay. Yes. And Redbeacon.com is suited for tradesmen?
Yes,
social skills?
All kind of craftsmen. Yeah, I mean, you could be a general contractor and join with Red Beacon, and you get you just open yourself up for more job leads.
Okay, so what you did was leverage that and connected with Red Beacon, signed up with them, and then made your business available to the customers that come into Home Depot and need help.
Right. Yeah, you can walk in any Home Depot and if you have a business set up through them, you go in there, for instance, and you need a bathroom remodel. Let's just say.
Okay.
And they'll match you up. Match up your job with local service providers that can do that job.
Okay.
So
So that's okay. So it's along the line. We see the commercials for like Angie's List. So it's along the same.
Okay. Similar to that.
So what you did, where I don't see many people looking at their business that way, is you looked at what are the available options of where people are going to basically influence the influencer. Right. I mentioned my brother last week. I'm going to mention him again because he said something critical. Obviously, I've learned so much from my brother. But he said, one of the things in this is that we need to be able to do is influence the influencer, right? Who is the business that can influence the customer base, right? So at Home Depot, it's already there,
right?
Okay? They can influence the customer. When the customer comes in and says, I don't have nobody to do it. I need my bathroom painted, or I need my house painted, or I need some stones moved, or I need a light fixture hung. And what they do, because they're the influencer, right, is that you influence them by saying, hey, I'm available.
Right.
And you made your company available to the Home Depot.
Right.
So in doing that, in partnering with redbeacon.com, you found a niche and a way to grow your business not exclusive of yourself.
Right.
That's awesome. So for everybody that has a business that is looking for, and it doesn't matter, for Shannon, he looked at it from the perspective of, okay, I'm a skilled tradesman. What's the opportunities out here? For you, it may be something else. And how can you influence the influencer to partner with them to then sing your praises? Right? Kind of like the public relations that Derek Hill talked about last week, that, you want somebody to sing great things about your company.
Right.
And does Red Beacon do that for you?
Oh, yeah. Even the customer, whomever I work with, if we do link up in that way.
And you win that customer, basically.
Right. Okay. Once I do complete a project, I then in turn give them a lead that they can go on to even Red Beacon stay in touch with them until the project is done. So it's
awesome.
Yeah.
So they're doing all the legwork for you, all the administrative stuff, pretty much.
Right.
Okay.
So then once the job is done, the customer can go on there and give me a review, and it only makes me stronger once I get a review, and the Red Beacon just gives me more job leads.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So basically, you could have 100 leads that you would not have gotten had it not been for this particular vehicle.
Right.
Okay. Have you partnered with any others?
Well, yeah. I have a whole lot of friends that own their own businesses. One like this guy named Arthur Appliances in Marietta, Georgia. Me and him are real good friends, and I run into stuff that falls in line with his business. I just call him up on the phone and
leveraging your network.
Right. I don't mind sharing, what I'm saying? Because,
exactly.
It's a law of benevolence. The more you give, the more you get. So that's how I operate,
Right. Well, we're talking to Shannon Waye, who is the CEO of SDW Services. And by the way, if you don't know, this guy is amazing with painting. Your house, your business will look completely different. Now, I have a personal question about business, right? So one of the things I know that you've shared with me before, and I want you to share it with our audience. And it seems so simple. I should know this. But what type of paint? Now, I have an office, right? And I have kids that come in my office, and bless their heart, they like to be around and move around, and they have toys and all this stuff. But then when they leave their wake. Right. And so what type of, I can't scrub it because I keep scrubbing off the paint.
Right. You can, just for a general area like that, you can, now, the more you spend on paint, the better it is, obviously, but Yeah, but for like general areas like that, I would just go with a eggshell. You know, whatever color you want, eggshell finish. You can clean that.
So we can wait. So that's easy to clean.
Yeah, you can wash it. You won't be washing it off like a flat finish.
So okay. Again, I'm not a paint connoisseur.
Yeah, but for those that need all that kind of information, you can get in touch with me at SDW. Well, not SDW because I hadn't set that up yet. But you could go to my email address.
You can send you an email.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the best way to contact you? Is via email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm constant. That's how I do my business.
Manage
anyway.
your business.
Right.
Okay.
You could go to SW. What is it, Marty? SWAYE 30 at yahoo.com.
Okay, and by the way, his information is on our roll call on eCentral411.com, and so his email is Swaye, SWAYE, the number 30 at
yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com. And so if you need anything, painting, decoration, anything. You also do handyman service.
Oh yeah, I did. I started that this year.
Okay. Again, through a partnering?
Through Red Beacon. So I actually have a painting company through them, and then a handyman service through them as well. Yeah. That's
phenomenal. Again, we're talking to Shannon Waye, SDW CEO SDW Services, about partnering. I cannot stress enough. That's part of, for my business as well, it was about partnering. We partnered with 1065radio.com to host this show because it was just a great way to leverage the partnering avenue. Wouldn't you agree?
Right.
As far as, whatever your network is, how do you grow it? You grow it through partnering.
Right.
Right? And you've been, the recipient of the benefits of partnering.
Right.
Okay. I think it's great. I think all of us need to know. Again, go to our website, eCentral411.com. Please look at the roll call. All of the businesses have a link either to information or, how to get in contact with them. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming on the show today.
Sure, I want to thank you. I mean, this even helps my business.
Okay.
I'm hoping after
right.
today, yeah.
Promotion, huh?
Yeah, right.
Promotion,
right.
Yeah. I think that's great, and I think this is what this is all about. Entrepreneur Central is all about helping entrepreneurs grow, helping businesses thrive, and so we want people to get in touch with you, whatever their needs are, from the interior, exterior, residential, commercial, painting, right, or handyman. If you're in Home Depot and you need something, you can ask for SDW Services.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, just get in contact with him. You will be amazed and super, super happy with his work. Stop painting on the ceilings and dropping paint on the floor. I'd say that out of personal experience, not because, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break. Thank you so much, Shannon, for coming on the show today.
Thanks a lot.
All right, great. And we'll be back in just a minute.